Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the football first here today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Seminoles. Just ran away from the defense. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So the Duke Blue Devils offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They're going to run it. That run moves the ball to the 16.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw.
What did I change into?
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field.
Come on, man.
He hits a big play in the middle.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's Aurora. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. And the Blue Devils are going to keep this drive rolling. Big throw caught on the left side.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Offense will get set up here. It's third down. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming.
There we go.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage will bring him down. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
They pressure him
Carrizosa
to be tackled inside the 10.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Still going. It's a foot race.
Why did I do that? Why I didn't just... Man, why?
Finally grab him. Lucky to keep him out of the end zone. The offense will start with great field position. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in?
Stupid.
Send the back in motion. They're going to run the option. He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Costly hold nullifies the play.
All American.
The offense with a very short field to work with after the punt return. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Knowles. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, Gets the big lineman in front of him all the way to the end zone for a
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top.
To get outside.
The first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And he'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a
This
slide.
motherfucker hit the damn turbo button.
Big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Sims. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's going to put it down and run.
This half-ass effort. What the fuck?
Boy, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Receiver makes the catch. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
The Noles are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He lets it go.
Oh, good pick.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands.
Fucking left guard is a bunch of
declined.
goofies.
Happy to take the result of that play. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is intercepted.
Oh, he picked this off. Wouldn't catch shit against Florida.
They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he
got a lane. Can he get in?
Touchdown.
Just short. The defense really backed up.
Foolery, man. Come on.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get them.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Good move, Smalls.
Down, offense going backwards with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The ball is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The Blue Devils come up to the line in a hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. And they'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's York. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
7 defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. First down. We're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down.
What the heck?
But not complete.
Man, what the?
Second down and
You
goal.
gotta be kidding me. Perfect play. Throw the shit in the bleachers.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offense. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Noles will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
A completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass
Come on, man.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Incompletion brings up third down for the offense. There's the snap. He's looking to throw.
What the?
And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on.
What? What? Okay.
It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Catch made on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
A completion sets up a second down play.
Okie dokie.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground. And it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And that's a great punt. Goes out of bounds down near the goal line. They'll spot it there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Knowles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. In the last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? Bringing pressure. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
And the PAT is good. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option. The quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He shreds the tackle. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Come on, Michigan.
This defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Hands off to the left. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Get her next question.
And the route is on.
Ooh, let's go 12. John and the dog fight. They're going to do something stupid. They're going to throw a pick or something. I already know.
Lining up to try the extra point.
3. Oh, 3 was open. Throw it. I knew they was going to do some dumb stuff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle with a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case.
Leave it how it is.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
What are you doing, bro?
After a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Important second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
That's what I'm talking about, a dumbo.
Defense with a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
The Blue Devils will have to punt this one away. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time.
Oh!
And here's the return. And the return is by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense
What?
come up with a stop here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. And it's complete downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
Oh my God!
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have
That's crazy.
the line of scrimmage.
That is crazy.
They've been able to run really whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this
what?
We're in control, and we can do whatever
we know it was your fault. What was that?
Second down after the incompletion. And here's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic on the PAT.
Damn, doing them filthy, ain't you?
Starts from inside the 5.
Yeah, doing them filthy. I ain't even took my starters out in the first half. I mean, first quarter.
Offense heads back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride.
Give my young players some play.
Drive now backed up at the 15. First down, looking to throw the ball.
Come here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Give me that.
QB throws his third pick of the day.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Touchdown, Knowles. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. Turner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another.
And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield.
He's 6'5". How do you, like, come on, bro. How you throw it out of his reach?
The offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play
okay, freshman.
Still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
With the dead leg.
The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Fuck that.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. A 4th down completion to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And the Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Thought I was about to get busy with that spin move.
Just 5 seconds remaining. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task.